Hi everyone, welcome back to Tesla Jigsaw, I'm Will. Over the weekend we got some new video footage of what look like toy cars, but they are in fact 120 Cybercabs that have plopped out of Giga Texas. This on top of the hundreds already produced which have made their way across America to other states. Just consider the future for all these vehicles. How many Robotaxi miles might each one of these achieve over their lifetime? 1 million miles each perhaps? Are we looking at 120 million miles worth of Robotaxi rides? Watching Tesla's army of robots on wheels rolling out of Giga Texas right now is extraordinary. Yet again, only a tiny portion of people around the world paying attention to Tesla understands the implications of all this, where it's inevitably going to lead, and what it means for an exciting future. Most people remain blissfully unaware of the radical change that's coming to the automotive world. That's nothing new, of course. People have always underestimated what Tesla is capable of. They said Tesla wouldn't survive the Model S, that the Model 3 would bankrupt them, although it nearly did technically, and that they would never make a profit. And yet here we are, Tesla still trailblazing as they've always been. But despite all the historic evidence of Tesla's remarkable success, people just don't seem to get the Cybercab or the Robotaxi network either. The truth is, they haven't just underestimated Tesla, they've completely misunderstood what the Cybercab is actually going to do for the world's mobility. Well, I see what's coming and what this means, so let me share some of that excitement with you right now. Having paid close attention to the Cybercab since that hilariously disguised banana car back in 2024, before the grand reveal at the We Robot event, I've been eagerly following every step of its evolution. While others dismissed it at the time, I saw straight away its potential. From seeing it myself up close in London to speaking with others in the Tesla community who are equally obsessed, I can see how the Cybercab will change not just the look of our roads, but the very way we choose to travel. It's going to quietly shift us from owning cars to simply summoning one when we need it. Just like food being delivered to your door, summoning a Cybercab or any Tesla Robotaxi for that matter will make travel cheaper, cleaner, safer and more convenient for millions of people. It might be years away, of course, in many cities and countries, but with Tesla's speed and manufacturing scale, their proven autonomous tech, and the millions of vehicles already on the road, they've got a massive head start that nobody else can match. I think the timeline might surprise a lot of people because the words slow at first and then all at once will lead to Tesla's Robotaxi network hitting like a tsunami. Right now, we're still watching the groundwork being laid, if you like, for Tesla's global Robotaxi network. Cybercab production has been underway since April at Giga Texas, and as Elon has been very open about, it's going to feel painfully slow at first, but the foundations are being built for something much bigger. The dedicated line there is designed for a full-scale rate of one vehicle every 10 seconds, which works out to be 2 million Cybercabs per year once it's fully up and running. And by the time Giga Texas hits that stride, it's already been confirmed that Giga Berlin will be next for a Cybercab production line. So let's talk about the numbers produced so far. Tesla started production back in April. They're currently building these production spec vehicles purely for testing and validation, and every single one that rolls off the line is destined to become part of the future Robotaxi fleet. My estimation is that Tesla have probably produced around 1,000 in total so far. That's my best guess, but feel free to correct me if you know otherwise. But quite frankly, it doesn't matter how many they've produced so far. At the moment, it's all about dialing in the manufacturing process so they can eventually pump out millions of Cybercabs per year from this one facility. But here's something worth pondering. Let's say Tesla have already built around 1,000 Cybercabs in just a few months since production started in April. Waymo, after years of operation, still only has fewer than 4,000 Robotaxis in the entire world, and it gets even better for Tesla when you look at the costs. Tesla's aiming to build each Cybercab for around $25,000. Waymo's vehicles cost over $150,000 each to build and kit out with all this tech. That's 6 times more expensive just to begin with before they even start making money. But it's not just the purchase cost, is it? The running costs are completely different too. A Cybercab should cost about 20 cents per mile to operate. Waymo's vehicles are closer to $1 per mile right now. That combination of much lower build cost and much lower running cost is going to be absolutely brutal for anyone trying to compete. If you can't put those pieces together and see what's coming for a company like Waymo that doesn't even build their own vehicles, I honestly don't know what to tell you at this point. And don't forget, it's not just the Cybercabs. Every Tesla with Hardware 4 that's running the latest FSD software can eventually join the Robotaxi network. That's already a huge and growing fleet that no one else can match. Now, moving on to the San Jose Santana Row showroom. Tesla have just heavily redesigned this location specifically to showcase the Cybercab. It's not your average Tesla store. It's been purpose-built to highlight the Robotaxi vision. They've got a full production spec Cybercab on display, giving people a proper close-up look at the future of transport. I think this is a great idea because they're not just putting a car on display, they're giving people a real, tangible vision of the future. When someone walks into that showroom and stands next to an actual production Cybercab with no manual controls, it suddenly stops being an idea and becomes something real. I felt that exact same thing staring at it in London when I first went to see it, contemplating what it'll mean to have these in operation on our roads. It builds excitement, it makes the whole Robotaxi concept feel much closer, and it helps shift people's mindset from "will this actually happen" to "this is actually happening." Bring on more Cybercabs in showrooms around the world, I say. And while you're at it, Tesla, throw in a Cybertruck at every store for the sheer fun of it. People will come to just argue over its looks, but then realise they can buy a Model 3 or Model Y instead. I know they can't be sold in most places, but this seems like a no-brainer marketing move to me. What do you think? Would you like a Cybercab and a Cybertruck in your local Tesla showroom? Blimey, I'd never leave. Let me know in the comments. We should also talk about accessibility because I missed this story at the time, but it's genuinely impressive. Tesla recently took the Cybercab to the National Federation of the Blind's convention. They've designed it with Braille on the controls, plenty of room for guide dogs, space for mobility aids, and a seating height that works really well for wheelchair users. The opening that these doors create are huge. It's clear they've already thought about making this available for everyone, not just some people. But at the end of the day, the Cybercab is going to be massive for future mobility. It's going to be perfect for people who don't want to drive, for people who physically can't drive, and for anyone else that's just fed up with the cost and stress of owning a car. For example, I spent 4 hours yesterday just trying to sort out car insurance, and after making a couple of videos already about the UK's new electric vehicle excise duty, it's becoming painfully obvious just how expensive running any car is, even if, as an EV driver, my fuel bill was just £184 for the entire year. That's mind-blowing, but it's still very expensive overall to own a car. Once Cybercabs are everywhere, being able to summon a safe, clean, affordable ride for a fraction of the cost of owning a car is going to be a no-brainer for a lot of people. You get your time back, no more parking headaches, and far less stress. Not everyone loves sitting in rush hour traffic and dealing with road rage. That's exactly the market that's going to be tempted to drop car ownership first. I'm not going to lie, it's been a bumpy road in my imagination just contemplating not owning a car, but I would recommend just giving it a go. It's an interesting thought experiment. And finally, Tesla's Q2 earnings call is coming up soon, and with the really strong delivery numbers we've just seen, there's a lot of positive momentum going into it. I'd like to hear more concrete updates on FSD, version 14 Lite and its rollout, Robotaxi timelines, and more about Cybercab production. I'll also be interested to see what it means for Tesla stock, which, let's be honest, has been pretty unimpressive of late. Do make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that bell so you don't miss future updates from me. I hope to keep bringing you the latest on Tesla's remarkable achievements, and if you enjoy these videos and want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you became a Patreon member. There's loads of bonus content over there from me, and honestly, I simply can't do this without the financial support of these legends. So please join them and immortalise your own name up here for the rest of time. If you missed my 1-year review of our Tesla Model Y, click this video next. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you Patrons, thanks for watching. Bye for now.